YouTube, let's get it. NFL fans, let's get it. We have football today. And even if it's the preseason, we have football today. You got the Las Vegas Raiders, Seattle Seahawks. You got the Philadelphia Eagles, Cincinnati Bengals playing today. So we're going to tune into that. We got a lot to watch, you know what I'm saying? A lot to look at, see what these young players is going to do in this NFL preseason. But this video in particular, we are going to be talking about the Carolina Panthers. And they kind of raised some interest. I was watching some clips. You dig what I'm saying? That was just like, man, you know what? They got some weapons. They got some pieces, even though it ain't what it need to be. Bryce Young did come along late last year, you know what I'm saying, with his woes as well, like being benched early on in the year, being an undersized quarterback, learning the speed, the defensive speed of the NFL. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I will say about, like, when you go to these colleges and you go to like the Alabamas and these higher competitive colleges, and you have all these great players around you, have some of the best players in the country around you. That's not how the NFL works. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you might be lucky enough to be assembled with other great players or be drafted with other great players in the same organization, but sometimes that's not how it works all the time in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's just what it is. And I think Bryce Young had to learn how to, you know what I'm saying, throw with anticipation. He had to learn how to maneuver within the pocket, being a undersized quarterback. But I do think one thing that I always liked about his game, because I don't like Alabama, I don't. But one thing, I like certain players, you know what I'm saying? I like their game. I look at and I like his game. His game reminds me of Russell Wilson, how he ducks in and out of the pocket, how sometimes he be having eyes in the back of his head. So that's one thing I always admired about his game because I stay in Alabama. So it was like, you gotta watch Alabama, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they plan down here. So it's kind of like, when I would watch them, you know what I'm saying, I would like watch, and he ran my number 9, so I would watch him and be like, yeah, bro, I like his game a lot though. Like even to like watching Jalen Milroe, I ain't really like, he was explosive, but I ain't really like gravitate towards his game, you know what I'm saying, as being a quarterback. But with Bryce Young, I did. They do have some nice pieces on the offensive side. They got T-Mac, they drafted him from out of Arizona. They got Jimmy Horn out of Colorado, which is a sleeper. He's going to be explosive, exciting, you know what I'm saying? They kind of remind me of the Jacksonville Jaguars as well, like that young team. They got pieces. They got nice young pieces. See how they develop. Defensively, we know they got Horn on at the cornerback. They got a nice running back as well. I don't know how their front 7 is on the defensive end. I don't know how their offensive line is, you know what I'm saying, what they did to bolster up that offensive line to protect Bryce Young. But I want to look at that depth chart. I want to see if they got a chance to win the NFC South. I got Tampa Bay winning the South for the simple fact that they have the best quarterback. Baker Mayfield is the best quarterback in that division, hands down. Right now, I don't know what Michael Penix has promised. We don't know what New Orleans is doing, and we're going to see what Bryce Young can become. But as of right now, Baker Mayfield is most definitely the best quarterback in the NFC South. So you got to get a nod to them. And they won it, I think, for the back-to-back. They won that the NFC South back-to-back. You know what I'm saying? It's for 2 years. So let's go ahead and look at this depth chart, see what they're working with, see if they can be competitive in the South, be competitive in the NFC. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, we're looking at some of these players that they just got. And I really do think that they can make some noise, but I think they're like a year or maybe 2 years away, in my opinion. So, as you can see here, we are at the 2025, the release of the first depth chart of 2025 for the Carolina Panthers right here. We're gonna sit up here and see what they got, see what's going on. And they don't have a list, they got some other stuff. They did theirs a little bit. You can see the full depth chart by clicking here. Let's click here real quick. Okay, cool. They still got, hold up, bro. Okay, bet. Okay, so they got weapons though. Damn, now I didn't know they still had Adam Thielen. I thought they got rid of Adam. And they got Hunter Renfrow too. Okay, Bryce, you might have to show me something this year. You can't have the year that you had last year in the beginning and start off wide receiver. They got T-Mac. You know what I'm saying? A taller, bigger wide receiver than Adam Thielen and all the rest of these guys. So we're gonna see what he can do. They got Adam Thielen as well, the veteran. They got Hunter Renfrow, crazy slot player. You know what I'm saying? They got Xavier Leggett. he made some plays last year. I definitely know who that is, and he made some plays last year. Jimmy Horn Jr. This is the X factor right here. The young X factor. Jimmy Horn Jr. can definitely fly. He can definitely fly. So if they can get the ball in his hands in creative ways, probably put him on punt return, kick return, get the ball to him in screens. You know what I'm saying? Get the ball to him downfield. You know what I'm saying? He can become like a Deshaun Jackson type. You know what I'm saying? That can really stretch the defense. As we all know, we got to see what the offensive line is going to do. Can they gel together to protect Bryce Young? You dig what I'm saying? Let's look at this tight end spot. I don't really see any names that I even know. So I think that's a position that they might need to attack in free agency before the season starts or within the season. You know what I'm saying? Make a trade for to get a solid. No, do they got number 9? No, they had a nice tight end. Because I remember playing with them in Madden, and he was kind of fast too. I don't know which one. I don't know if it still him or not. I can't remember his name, but I know him when I see him. They did have a nice, solid tight end. Matter of fact, hold on, let me see something real quick. Is it Javion Sanders? Number 0. I don't know. Maybe not. I thought he had dreads though. Mitchell Evans. Nah, it wasn't him. Definitely wasn't him. It might be. I don't know if it was Javion Sanders or not. I don't know if they got rid of him or not. But he was a nice tight end though. You got Chuba Hubbard, and then they got Rico Dowd from the Cowboys. Okay, and Trevor Etienne. They got Trevor Etienne, brother. Okay, they got backs. The rookie from Georgia. Oh, okay, yeah, Bryce, you gotta make something shake. Bryce, you gotta make something shake. Just look at that. If you look at the weapons alone, we don't know what the offensive line is gonna do. But Bryce, you gotta make something shake. You got T-Mac, a nice rookie. You got Adam Thielen, solid veteran. Hunter Renfrow, solid veteran. You got Jimmy Horn, an explosive rookie. In the backfield, you got Chuba Hubbard, solid running back. Rico Dowd, solid running back. Trevor Etienne, he should be explosive. A young rookie that should be explosive for you guys. That's on the offensive side of the ball. Then on the defensive side, from what I'm seeing, okay, let's look at this front 7. Outside linebacker, Patrick Jones second. I don't know who that is. Bobby Brown the third. Derek Brown. Let's see. Derek Brown, DJ Warren. I don't know none of these guys. They're gonna have to make some names for themselves. They're gonna really have to, you know what I'm saying? I know who JC Horn is for sure. That's the only person I know on this defense, and that's crazy. Cause I mean, that's what happens though when you're not a very good team, or you're not on TV as much, or you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how some of this stuff goes. Some teams don't get as much TV time, or they don't, because you're not winning, and you don't get that much TV time, and because of the market you're in. Like, it's hard for, you know what I'm saying, if you're not dialed into that team, to know exactly who's on the team. You know what I'm saying? You have to, as a team, you have to, you know what I'm saying, make your presence known. Like, hey, we here. Y'all gonna get to know us, because we like that. But the only person I know on this defense is maybe Patrick Jones II and JC Horn. For sure, JC Horn is a dog. So it's just like, this defense is definitely gonna have to show me something. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest for sure. Let's see, punt return, kick return. They got, okay, yeah, so they're not having Jimmy Horn do kick returns and punt returns, but they got Rico Dowd, Hunter Renfrow on the punt returns. Cool. Oh, Jimmy Horn is 5th on both of them, so they don't got him doing punt returns. So I guess he's going to be a true receiver, which is cool, because he's definitely explosive. But it's like, this offense though, on the offensive side of the ball, I know these players. That's why I'm like, okay, Bryce Young, you gotta show something. You gotta show up this year, because you got weapons. Even though they're young, T-Mac and Jimmy Horn, but you have a Hunter Renfrow and Adam Thielen, like, that can get open for sure. Especially Hunter Renfrow can get open. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, I'm excited. You know what I'm saying, they play tomorrow on Friday. We're gonna tune in. Make sure y'all tune into the games today, like I said earlier in the video. And make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Comment what you think. You dig what I'm saying? Make sure you hit that notification bell so you never miss a upload. We will be covering the whole preseason, regular season, postseason. You dig? Appreciate y'all, man. Tap in with me.